It's an angle on the outside of the shape, but it's a little bit more complicated than that. Because if you look at the outside of a shape, you might think exterior would be this entire angle, and it's not. Okay? An exterior angle is on the outside of a shape. We'll put that part. On the outside of a polygon formed by a side and the extension of a side. Okay, I'm going to do some moving around of people because I've had it. An exterior angle of a polygon is on the outside of a polygon formed by a side and the extension of a side. You can see here a picture showing numbered angles that are known as exterior angles of a polygon. On your iPods how you can pinch zoom things, right? Let's suppose we have this picture on your iPod. I should have actually created this for you to play with, but I didn't. So anyway, just you'll have to imagine with me. So say you have this picture on your iPod and you can pinch zoom it smaller. Okay? So let's say you pinch zoom it smaller until it looks like this. This is a pentagon, that's 5 sides. Notice here's the pentagon a little smaller because it's been pinched zoomed in, right? And then look, can you even see the pentagon anymore? No, because it's so small we can't even see it. All that's left for us to see are the angles, the exterior angles around the outside. So notice the numbers in the angles, they correspond to the same angles every time. Angle 5 in each picture is exactly the same number of degrees. Angle 1 in each picture is the same number of degrees, okay? So we've shrunk down the polygon in the middle until all we have is the angles. What do you think those angles might add up to? Okay, I have differing opinions. We have a possible 180, we have a possible 360. So let's do a vote. How many of you believe they would probably add up to 180? Okay, how many of you believe they would probably add up to 360? Okay, that was not enough response. I expect every hand up or I'm going to keep you another minute after school.
I'm at work, guys.
So, how many of you think they would add up to 180? Make a guess if you don't know. How many of you think they would add up to 360? I still don't see every hand in the room. That means you're going to keep the rest of the class after. There we go. Now, someone raise your hand, one person, and tell me why you think they add up to 360. Not good enough. Why do you think they add up to 360? You all voted that they add up to 360.
It looks like it. Just look at this, the 90. Looks like 360.
Okay, but why do you think it looks like 360? If I start at the edge of one, so I'm adding them all together, what kind of shape do I end up by the time I get back around? And what have we said before about circles? There are 360 degrees in a circle. So if you go all the way around, you have 360 degrees in a circle, correct? Okay, based on these pictures, what do you think the exterior angles add up to? What did we decide? 360 degrees is correct. Do you think this same little experiment would work for any polygon? This was 5 sides, a pentagon. But do you think this would work for any polygon no matter what the shape? Yes, in fact, the answer is yes. So it does not matter what shape your polygon is, no matter what, the exterior angles always add up to 360. Okay, let's do a couple of examples here together. What will be the measurement of each angle in a regular hexagon? Now, this is missing an important detail. What will be the measurement of each, it should say, exterior angle? Why should it say exterior? Because that's what we're talking about right now, and if I don't clarify that, then you're not going to know whether it's exterior or interior, which we will talk about in a few minutes. So the exterior angles will all add up to 180. So if I have a regular hexagon, does anyone have any idea what a hexagon is? Here, we were going to look at these later, but let me show you this one really fast. Here are some examples and non-examples of a hexagon. Take 15 seconds to decide what a hexagon is for sure. Okay, how many sides does a hexagon have? 6 sides. Okay. Also, it says regular hexagon. What does that mean? What does regular hexagon mean? All equal. They are all equal. What does hexagon mean again? No. No. 6 sides. And how many angles? And 6 angles. It's always going to be the same number. Okay, so if you have a regular hexagon with 6 angles and all 6 angles are the same, and exterior angles always add up to 360, how are you going to find that answer?
60 degrees. Each one is 60.
And how did you do that?
Because 360 divided by 6 is 60.
360 degrees for any exterior set of angles, right? Divided by 6 angles in a regular hexagon so that all angles are exactly the same, equals 60 degrees per angle in that hexagon. Now we're talking about exterior angles. So if you want to draw a picture just to kind of visualize it, that would be an exterior angle there that's approximately 60 degrees. Because I didn't make this very regular even though it's supposed to be. Pretend. Okay. Example number 2 is similar to your self-starter today. Find the measure of the missing angle in this picture. What angles are actually labeled in the picture? Are they inside the polygon or are they outside the polygon? They are outside. Good. So since they're outside of the polygon, they are exterior angles. This is a 4-sided figure. Anybody know what a 4-sided figure is called? Okay, quadrilateral is the better answer. It's only a square if it is congruent sides, congruent angles. So here's some examples and non-examples of quadrilaterals. Of course, all of our examples have 4 sides. Even this concave one, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Still quadrilateral. All of these have more than 4 sides or less. The triangle has less. So this is a quadrilateral. Is it a regular quadrilateral? No, it's not regular. The angles are all different. Okay? But what do the angles add up to no matter what? The angles always add up to 360. So how are we going to find the value of x? Good. We're going to add the angles we have together. So help me out with that. Simone, can you add those for me, please?
I think it's 165. Yes.
Use a calculator for me and double check it. Spencer says 165.
I mean 265. I said that in my head. Yeah, that's right.
Simone's checking it for us. What is it? 265 is what she says. Okay, so now to find angle x, what are we going to do? 360 subtract 265. Everybody do the math. When you've got an answer, raise your hand. Don't say it out loud. Everybody do the math. When you've got an answer, raise your hand. Don't say it out loud. Everybody do the math. When you've got an answer, raise your hand. Don't say it out loud. I'm waiting for everyone to have their hand up, so you better all be doing the math.
I got it.
I see people over here. Eli, you got it? Jacob, you got it? Jose, you got it? Jose, you're going to make us stay after school. Gloria, you got it? Gloria, you got it? You better find it. I'm waiting for you. Tila, you've got it, right? Brenda, Alejandra, you guys have got it? Okay, good. Your hands are up. Ron, you got it? Joe, you've got it? Okay. Back row, all of you got it?
I got it.
Keely, you've got it? Keely, you didn't move where you were required to move to. If you moved up, you wouldn't need to copy off your paper because you'd be able to see it just fine. Okay, Gloria's going to give us the answer as soon as she has it. How did you do it?
She subtracted.
And what numbers did you subtract? And 265. Can you please pay attention and stay with us? Okay, 95 degrees for that answer. Okay, you have 1 minute to stand, stretch, get a break, get a drink one at a time quickly in the hall. No talking it in the hallway, please. If you stay in the room and want to work ahead, start reading the instructions on the activity and working on it, please.